All right, guys. So, I just want to do this video, another one of these videos on a 12-volt battery on a Prius. Now, I have a uh, a 2008 hybrid, the Highlander hybrid, and I just want to tell you, I've used um, Walmart batteries for that car, um, and I've had no issues with it. But the main issue with the 12-volt battery in the Prius is that the battery is inside the car. So there's a lot of people are like, you know, kind of worried about, you know, as far as Prius is concerned, uh, they're kind of different as far as it being a hybrid, and as far as if you drive it into one of these shops, a lot of them will not touch the car because it's a hybrid, and they don't know too much about hybrids. They don't deal with hybrids, etc., etc. So that's one of the complications with the 12 with the 12-volt battery. Now, one of the main concerns, and possibly the main concern of it, is um, it's a hybrid system. It's charging up. You kind of want, you know you know logically thinking, you would want the best scenario for the hybrid to be the hybrid system, the hybrid battery to be charging up the 12-volt. So, but the problem is that it's $260, $280 with the core charge on the battery. It's very, very, very expensive. Now, I've just put the battery in, and I think this is the first time that the battery on this vehicle has been changed. This is a 2010 Prius. I think it's the first time ever. I think that battery that originally was in this vehicle lasted the good 10 years. I'm almost positive of it. I'm not 100% for sure, because there was no sticker in there that I could see that validated the date on there. But but you know, I'm not in a situation where it's like a really sticky situation where I'm like, you know what, I really, really, really need to change out the battery, and I need to get the cheapest battery possible, because I don't have a lot of money. If that was the case, having already swapped out the battery, seeing how it's vented, it's like very, very well vented. All right, when I say very well vented, there's like two huge vents that pretty much leads to the outside, and I think that's for the hybrid battery as well as for the 12-volt. you know but it does have a separate tube that vents to the outside. um okay, knowing what I know about the whole venting situation, in that little compartment there, I would have no problem going out and buying a $60 battery from Walmart, and Walmart has the cheapest price as far as batteries concerned. I would have no issues going to Walmart, buying one of their 12-volt batteries. I think the number on the battery is like 51R or something like that. It's a deep cycle battery. I believe it's a deep cycle battery, but I don't think it really matters whether it's a deep cycle battery or not. I think the AGM is the original, is the kind of battery that the Prius use. And I will tell you guys that I went to AutoZone, and that battery at AutoZone is like $200. So I'm like 200, 240, not really a big difference. Might as well just go to the dealership, get a Toyota battery, and pop it in, which is what I settled for. But knowing what I know, what I took into consideration is this battery will probably last me. It's guaranteed for a good 7 years. It will probably last me a good 10 years, like this other, because I didn't buy this brand new, but this, it would probably last like a good 10 years. So I probably would not have to worry about that battery for a good 10 years. All right. On top of that, if you like put out, if you have a lot of stuff in your Prius, that compartment is it's not hard to get to, but you got to take everything out, and then it's not just a simple battery change, is what I'm saying. although it kind of is, but as relatively speaking, as far as battery change is concerned, it's a little bit a pain in the butt if you have a lot of things in your Prius. If you don't, then you just need to take out a couple of covers. But the big question people are asking is, do I need to pay $260 with taxes? That's with taxes for a Toyota OEM battery when my 12-volt battery has issues or dies out. And me personally, like I've said in my other video, I use my Prius. I go camping in my Prius, and sometimes I sleep in my Prius when I go camping. And just for on top of that, what I actually did consider was not just that, but I actually did consider, the amount of years that I would get on a brand new Toyota battery, what I'm assuming on a brand new Toyota battery, and it being the OEM suggested battery directly from Toyota, etc., etc. That actually played into me getting the battery instead of just opting out for just going to Walmart getting a $6 battery. But if I had to, there's a video on this guy. Just I think there's the classic battery is a 51R or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but it's a bigger battery than the one that comes with this car. But if you take the brackets out, pop it in, there's a vent tube. Same thing. I think same thing, but it probably won't last like 7, 8, 9, 10 years. It'll probably last you like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I mean, if you guys don't care, you guys could just do that. Not a problem. You guys could do that. That's not a problem. That's my own personal opinion, because a lot of people are online, and this is like a big question that they ask because of how much the battery is. But if you consider the amount of life that you're getting from the battery, it's not really, it's not really the worst deal. It's not really the worst deal that you can possibly get on something like this. So I guess if to answer this question for all you guys out there who needs to change the battery, and you're contemplating on doing it, and you guys want to save money, and you guys do not want to go to the dealership, spend $260 on a battery, I mean, what's the deal with that? Yes, considering the biggest issue, and this is this is like a low percentage that there's an overcharging issue and the battery has issues and it'll just explode or whatever. There is a compartment that it vents out any gases, and on top of that, if you guys get the battery that's in that video, if you guys just do a YouTube search, this guy really didn't get a lot of views. I don't know why he didn't get a lot of views on the battery that he used in Walmart, but there is also a vent hose in that battery where you just pop the hose in. Possible, absolutely. If you guys aren't like, if you guys don't have a lot of money, or you guys are kind of, don't want to pay the $260 and you guys want to do that, then definitely I don't think there's any issues whatsoever with using one of these batteries that you guys could get from Walmart with a vent hose, or even without a vent hose. That's just my own personal opinion on that. Okay. And I actually did try it. I actually did buy the battery from Walmart a couple days ago, and I popped it in. I noticed that the battery did not have a vent hose, so I was like, I'll probably return this. I could probably use it without any issues whatsoever. But since this was the first time that I've changed it out, or try to change it out, the first time I checked out the compartment, I wasn't really 100%, on the vent situation, stuff like that. So I actually returned that and just, paid the $260 for the new battery. That's what I did, because I'm not in that situation. But if you guys are in that situation, like I said again, definitely go out and definitely go out and get that Walmart battery if that's a situation that you guys are in. That's from a couple of days of just checking out the whole battery situation, the compartment, etc., etc. All right. Anyway, if you guys like this video, please leave, a thumbs up, a comment, and any of the thumbs up, comment, and whatever else you guys. All right, guys, take care.